brand new banger.
It's Nukkle HeDD Comics Tuesday. It's fucking Tuesday. We got Lay in the building. We got Cap in the building. Cabs can't make it tonight, but he's here in spirit on Lay.
My man, just chilling, brother, chilling.
What's up, Cap? How you doing?
Doing pretty good.
Is that and the father goes shamefully? That's my son. And the other guy goes shamefully. Orion goes, that's my father. Choose fear and hate to run your life. Something you can't do. That was wrong with me from the beginning. I was doing it that way. I was gonna go down that path. I worried.
You thought it was Grayson?
Sorry, got hurt. It's like not him. Not him.
Crack his brain for somebody, anybody that can help, and remembers. Freeze.
The media.
No,
Randall
Savage.
Randall Savage. With his knowledge and all other shit, and his capacity to learn.
Absolutely.
This is the only vegan I'll ever eat is grilled chicken wings, because that's like vegan to me. You know what I'm saying? Because the chicken wings are supposed to be fried, but you grill the chicken wings and you put it in some sauce and give it some blue cheese.
Is vegan.
That's vegan. Like regular moo cow fuck milk. Put it in some Honey Nut Cheerios. Vegan, because Honey Nut Cheerios is good for your heart. You know what I'm saying? And I steal the question from Cabs.
I got it right.
I would also like to steal. I would also like to steal. I would also like to steal.
You're too late.
Wow.
I stay loose, I stay hype, I stay loose, I stay hype, I stay loose, I stay hype. I could do this all night, cause I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like, yeah, I do what I like. Sipping goose, sip is right, and I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow, yeah, I go with the flow. Cause I know I'm the show. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. Yeah, they know I'm a pro. Let's go, let's go! Yeah! Let's go! Here I go, I get lit, I get hype for this shit. That's right.
Word. He be like, I got a left elbow and a right elbow. I can break your face with an any elbow. Make sure that you get elbowed in your elbow with an elbow. Got the arm ball, get the phone ball, get around with the bomb ball.
Daddy's gonna take you to Jersey Shore.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is fucking Tuesday night. You know what that means. Nukkle HeDD Comics, we in the building. What's going on?
Not much, man. What's up, guys?
What's up, guys? How y'all feeling?
Chilling like a villain on penicillin with a Mac 11, just waiting for 7. You know how we do.
That is correct.
Yeah, it's funny that you have that trailer playing in the background because they just ended the game. Even though they had years of content and other shit supposedly supposed to come out for that game.
So they this game just came out?
Came out probably 23, I want to say, because Cabs were still with us.
Gotcha.
But that's how poorly that game did.
Hopefully they remake it.
They don't really remake games like that.
Well, the problem with most of these games now, they over deliver. I mean, they over promise and under deliver.
Some games over deliver, like Baldur's Gate 3 over delivered, Shadows of the Earth Tree over delivered.
I didn't know over delivering was a problem.
Well, they over promise and under deliver. Means that they say this game's gonna be this and this, and then when you get it, it's like, oh, they lied. This shit ain't nothing.
They did what they usually do.
Word.
They got us.
The Marvel video game, we played the beginning of it in Comic-Con a couple years ago. It was like, oh, this shit is aight, but
the Avengers, yeah.
It was like, it was
Marvel Rivals is really hitting it off. People are liking Marvel Rivals. I haven't heard a bad review of that game yet.
It's crazy to have it.
What is that? A
Comic.
card game?
Huh?
Is that like Snap?
No, Marvel Rivals is actually it's like Fortnite meets Valorant. It's like a pick your hero on teams and you go out there, or like Apex Legends, I think some shit like that.
4v4. Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. Okay. It's
It's
only for the
crazy.
phone?
No, it's for everything. The
Shit, I'm surprised he
PlayStation,
hasn't
Xbox,
downloaded it.
Yeah, I
PC.
thought it was a card game.
No,
I didn't know.
it's a legit AAA game.
Oh, okay.
You better look it up.
Yeah, well, speaking of AAA, sure, have you seen the first Batman movie, the Batman, the one with Robert Pattinson as the Batman?
Most likely not.
Okay, so they're making a Batman 2.
Nice.
And if I'm not mistaken, this one is somewhat in the James Gunn universe, but not in the James Gunn universe. Like,
So it is not.
it is not.
James Gunn has his own Batman, which is coming up with the Bold and the Brave, and Matt Reeves has his own Batman that's connected to DC and Warner Brothers, but not James Gunn's DCU or whatever they call it now.
Okay. So this is confusing, but
Mm,
nonetheless,
That's why I
they're
hit that.
making a part 2 of the Batman. This is like the Joker. It had nothing to do with
Nice.
anything, but because it was successful, they made a part 2. But now
Gotcha.
there's reports that Robert Pattinson, who the guy who's playing Batman,
Mm-hmm.
has begun lifting weights and training MMA to prepare for Batman 2.
Nice.
I mean, cool. But I kind of want to hear him training to be Bruce Wayne. Because the Batman, was the story of him being Batman and obsessed, like engulfed in, like he was Batman. He wasn't like, that was who he was, Batman, 100% of the time. But to truly be successful as Batman, you have to have Bruce Wayne also. So I would like this movie for not more Bruce Wayne, like this to be a Bruce Wayne movie, but I want him to embrace his Bruce Wayne side also.
I've heard you guys say this before. Y'all broken it down. Y'all want the detective. First, y'all wanted the detective version, if I remember correctly. Then y'all wanted now y'all want the Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Y'all wanted the crazy Batman too. I remember. Y'all wanted him to go crazy killing. Well, that was the last one.
That was the Thomas Wayne Batman.
Yeah, that was the one that we thought was gonna be in the Flash movie at Flashpoint, because when he changed the past, he changed the future, and Batman's father was Batman, and he was like the Punisher.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that, Cap?
I could dig that. I mean, the first one was supposed to be more of like a year one. He's trying to get the Batman down and established. So now there should be more room for him to open up the Bruce Wayne side of it. But then again, it all depends on who the villain is. Because I think they might be going with the Joker. Like at the end of what do we call it? The one who was teased at the end of the first one.
Yeah,
I was just about to ask which one, not the one from the movies.
Yeah, so they teased another guy who's gonna be playing the Joker.
Mm.
He might be the villain for this. If he is the villain, I don't know how this opens up. I don't know how this opens up for more Bruce Wayne. I know they're doing I heard they're doing like a Clayface series similar to the Penguin. And if that is inside this Batman universe, that would be a great place to see Bruce Wayne.
yeah.
Because,
Shit.
low stakes. You don't have to worry about him needing to be the Batman.
And
We
it's his
already broke
company
down
that's-
what that story could be like.
Yeah. So, all right. In other news, was it his name Annihilus? A comic book character from Marvel. Well, anyway, I don't know if you're familiar with him, Cap.
Uh, There's a few characters that are going through my head. You give me a little more context.
Well, he's rumored to be in multiple MCU projects and will make his debut in the Nova series. He is an interdimensional insectoid conqueror and tyrant hailing
Yeah.
from the negative zone,
Okay,
a
that's
pocket
yeah.
dimension located in Earth 616.
So that's the person I was thinking of. In the negative zone, there is this like kind of robotic looking bug dude who has a
It kind of looks
swarm
like
of people, like Ultron.
yeah.
He has a swarm of fucking bots that, like locusts, just rip through everything. He normally, if I'm not mistaken, he's primarily or normally a Fantastic Four villain.
Isn't the negative zone the same thing as the quantum realm?
This see things change. This might be this. This might be a situation where, like the Cosmic Cube and the Tesseract, where in the movies the Tesseract is holding one of the stones and blah blah blah, but in the comics is the Cosmic Cube is its own separate thing. Where I know
Yeah.
the negative zone might have been something to do with the quantum realm at one point, but I know the negative zone is its own thing, and it houses one of the prisons that Reed Richards made, and it has the Ultron bots that run that prison.
That's why he looks like Ultron.
It could be. I don't quite remember why he looks like Ultron. It could be coincidence.
Okay. I know we haven't seen the whole Howling Commando. What is that DC cartoon?
Creature Commandos.
Creature Commandos. Well, remember they have a part in it where Hawk Girl, yeah,
This is them for anybody who's wondering what we're talking about.
where Hawk Girl is impaled with a pike on her, but then they're showing like yeah, let me show it to y'all. They're showing behind the scenes footage. She's wearing the same shit that she wore when she got impaled. So are they trying to say that she died in this movie?
No, so James Gunn said that uh a whole bunch of shit that you see in Creature Commandos is canon. So the fact that they're dressed the same shows that they are the same character. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Hawk Girl and Hawkman live multiple lives. Like just because they die doesn't mean shit. Like they always get reincarnated, if I'm not mistaken. So that could be her at whatever point in time that is, died, and then she got reincarnated, and this is in the Superman movie. This is where we find her.
Okay. All right, so we don't have much news, but I saw a post where Shang-Chi 2 and another movie are gonna start filming soon, but they were talking about Shang-Chi 2 and the Legend of the Iron Fist.
Nice.
I don't know if that's a concept or if that's bullshit or what.
That's gotta be bullshit because I haven't heard anything about that. But
Oh, and Doctor Strange 3.
but Shang-Chi 2 is a good place to throw in the real Iron Fist.
Because then you could go to Kung Lao. They already went to his dimension. You go to Kung Lao, and that'd be the reason why he's not on Earth while all this shit happened.
I mean, that's the practical answer. The reason I said you could put him in Shang-Chi is because that seems to be the place you put every character that had a bullshit version of it done first. aka the Mandarin and Trevor Slattery.
Yeah, but you need a real Iron Fist. I don't want this guy coming back.
No, that's what I'm
Don't
saying.
fuck that up.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. The guy in the TV show was fake, and now the real one shows up here.
All right, so all right, look, I want to play a game because there's a post that we have, and I already picked my people, but it's you get a budget of $100.
Okay.
Oh no, this one isn't that, but this one you get to pick from each row which powers you want. You only get one. So in the first row, you get the strength of Hyperion, the rage strength of the Hulk, momentum of the Juggernaut, power of Hercules, or the strength of Superman.
Are we're all going in the same row?
Yeah, I'm picking the Hulk.
Me
I
as
got
well.
Hyperion.
Okay, who you got, Show?
I'm gonna pick somebody. I was gonna pick the Hulk because nobody's stronger than him. He's impenetrable, but I'll take Superman. It'll be different.
Okay. Now the second one, you could either be a Force user, Omega level telepath, weather manipulation, magnetism manipulation, or the Speed Force. I'm picking the Speed Force.
I'm gonna go with the Force.
And I'm gonna go with magnetism.
Okay.
So I can.
Okay. Then you got quantum manipulation, power of cosmic, antimatter manipulation, sorcerer supreme, or become a Ghost Rider. I'm going with antimatter.
There's one that I should pick, and there's one that I want to pick.
Which one you want to pick? Or which one you should pick?
I should pick Power Cosmic.
That's the one I like. But which one are you gonna pick?
The one I
Rider.
want to pick is the Ghost Rider. I'm gonna throw a curveball. I'm gonna go Sorcerer Supreme.
Okay.
Nice. I'll go with the power cosmic.
All right. And then you can either wield Moliere, Omnitrex, which I don't know what that is.
That's from Ben 10. That's what makes him turn into all the aliens.
Okay. The Green Lantern ring, the Quantum Bands, or the Power Sword. I'm picking
Power
the Green
Sword
Lantern
from
ring.
her
He-Man.
He-Man, I believe.
I have the power.
I'm
It
gonna
says
go
it
Green
says it on
Lantern
the-
ring.
I'm going with the Green Lantern ring also.
Listen, I'm pure hearted. I'm going with the Moliere.
I
Well,
don't
shit.
know. I
You
don't know
wouldn't-
if the character I made
Would
made any sense.
could Magneto pick up Moliere with his magnetism powers?
Yes, but lifting it that way and wielding it are two different things.
No, I'm just saying because you might not even need to fucking be able to lift
Word.
it. You
I
got
could-
magnetism
I could
powers.
just
No,
do that
actually-
shit. Boom.
Actually, it depends. It depends. Not all metal is magnetic.
Yeah. Well, we have to look into that.
I want to be able to wheel it though, like Thor. Boom.
Yo, find the one where you gotta spend the money to make shit.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Cause I don't know if I made any sense. I got magic, super strength,
Nice.
magic, super strength,
Ghost
the Green
Rider.
Lantern ring. What was the other one?
Ghost Rider.
I didn't pick the Ghost Rider.
Yeah, you said. Oh no, you're right. You said you was
No,
gonna
he
throw
was
a curveball.
he was Hyperion. He was magic.
Nah,
Green Lantern's ring.
Sorcerer
and-
Supreme.
Yeah,
Sorcerer Supreme.
that's the magic. And the second row is the one that we're. I'm going back to. Force user.
And for yeah, I honestly don't think I chose correctly because
If
the
you have
force
magic, you don't need the force.
and the ring and magic all do the same shit. I chose three options that do all the same fucking things.
Triple
I'm
power.
just super strong and I do the same shit.
Yep. Triple strong. Chafoom.
Because I got strength, speed, imagination, and antimatter.
So I got a hammer.
Yeah, I don't think you heard it here first, folks. I picked a shitty ass power set.
Well, no, you still. I mean, because to be honest with you, Darth Vader doesn't have magic. He just chokes people. Now, if you can choke him and throw him into in the
But
mirror dimension,
what's the difference between using the Force and using my ring to will shit in existence? Where I'm using my will to pull you towards me with a hand or make something. It's the same shit. I'm using the Force and my will to enact pressure on you. Sorcerer Supreme. I'm using magic to enact like it's just
He's
I pick the
he's
same shit
pressuring a
again and
lot,
again and again.
or he's bringing you to you whether you like it or not. Three ways. No.
well, you
Yeah.
can use the ring in a way that the fucking Force won't let you.
That shit'll be dope. How you want me to do this? Magic? You want me to use my force? But I'm gonna choke you. Which one you want me to use? The ring it is. Fuck it. What is this?
That's Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
That's Jason
And
Todd.
that's the Suicide Kills a.
Just making sure it's not a show. It's a game.
No, it's a video game. Yeah, they don't have graphics like that for shows. I don't think I can find that shit. 'Cause I don't know if I don't think I put it in the comic. I think I put it in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, since we're here, Born Again, the trailer. Joe just saw it, so Joe, I want your fresh opinions of it.
Bro, I'm excited, man. I mean, like, if they can make every show the way they make the trailer, like that emotion I got, I guess since you watching every piece of the whole show, but it was awesome. I like everybody they showed. I hope they got some more surprises. Bro, my boy Punisher with the hammer, well, it was an axe. My bad. That shit was dope. He does look cool as a mayor though. Like you could see him. You could see he's a good actor, man. I can see. Is he a mayor in the comics?
Certain runs have him do certain things. I think Matt was mayor at one point. Kingpin might have been mayor.
Okay. This looks fly though. This looks very interesting. I can't wait to watch.
Dude, now that I get to watch it, that it's not bootlegged, I can actually hear what they're saying. One, seeing White Tiger is gonna be phenomenal because we get our first live action Puerto Rican superhero.
Suppose allegedly, because
Allegedly.
they might make him fucking Guatemalan or something.
Puerto Rican. Oh shit.
But hearing that Daredevil stopped being a vigilante for some time, and he did so because a line was crossed, is very intriguing. Because I doubt that it's gonna be this, but I did surmise that one thing they could do for Born Again was that Foggy Nelson and Karen Page got snapped. And in the 5 years they were gone, Matt Murdock did some shit trying to find himself. And then they came back and now he's born again. He had to try to find, trying to fight his way out of that darkness when he thought he lost everything. Either way, I think that's what happened is he got pushed too far and he gave up once he knew he couldn't control his rage.
Yeah. Well, all right. So you saying that he turned into Ronin?
I'm saying
Well,
that
they because they do show him killing people.
I
I'm
did see
showing
that.
that the Punisher, he proved the Punisher to be right. Remember on the rooftop, because this is essentially season 4. The Netflix show did happen,
Yeah.
and you remember on the rooftop, the Punisher was telling him, "Yo," Daredevil was like, "Yo, me and you are the same," and the Punisher was like, "No, we're not the same. I end threats. You just play around with them." And the Punisher was trying to get him to admit that his way is ineffectual, and that you have to put these criminals down.
Yeah. He's like, when you put them down, they get back up. When I put them down, they stay down. But shit, I mean, yo, the fact that he's back in there and it looks like he's been like in solitude for a while, it's kind of like he's going to get him for help or something like that. But it did look like he was killing people because he smashed that dude on the floor and his neck cracked. Like unless he just went to sleep, like how Batman does it.
Well, I mean, just because your neck cracked don't mean, you ever see those the chiropractor fucking things?
Yeah, they don't
These
smash people on
motherfuckers, these motherfuckers exorcism people, spin their head 360, and they're fine.
well, in in reality, it looked like he killed people, and I mean, so that could be something that happens that he did snap, but the born again shit was where he found God, right? Isn't that
Um,
similar to what happened in the third season?
yes, it is. It is similar to what happened in the third season, but I think the emphasis here is not so much the religious context of him being born again. It's the context of the Daredevil being born again.
Okay,
The Daredevil needing, having the reason to reestablish himself into the vigilante scene. I think that's where the born again shit is gonna come into play.
okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, because I mean, it wouldn't make sense to just do the third season over again.
So let me throw a little idea at you. Now, let's say that this takes place after the snap. What happened with Murdoch could have been that instead of for Foggy and this girl gets snapped, Matt Murdock gets snapped, and something happens when he comes back, and he missed someone's death. Like he missed something, and he became that guy that's just on the hinge. You know what I'm saying? And the root and Kingpin takes advantage of what happened during the Winter Soldier and Captain America TV show, where Sam did that whole speech,
Mm.
and he's like, "You guys got to do better" and all that other shit. And Kingpin goes, "I can do better," and that's why he's the fucking mayor of New York now. And it's one of those things where the Kingpin, when he goes, it's not entirely bad that you're here because the Kingpin's like, "You were snapped. You were gone for 5 years. I didn't have anybody to challenge me like you did. It was too easy." You know,
I like everything you're putting down. My only issue is the timing because this is coming off of the back of Echo, and Echo happened after that whole Cap Winter Soldier shit.
Mhm.
But if we just fix the timing, like the logistics of the timing, everything you said, I like.
You got to get it right for the for the true fans.
He,
you know
he could
they
have
know.
been. He could have snapped, came back, and it just stayed out.
Because what if now this might be a stretch. This might be one of those things like it's too religious. It's too. What if, as the Daredevil or Matt Murdock, he gets snapped, and he realizes that there was nothing after this. Everything I knew was fake, or everything I know is wrong,
Well,
and that's what made him lose his faith, and that's why he just started killing people. Like, because it doesn't matter. You don't go anywhere after you die.
again, I'm 100% on board with that. If they didn't establish that the people who were snapped were only gone for 5 seconds. So I don't like you. We seen your I can't remember her name, but Florence Pugh. We seen her get snapped, and she didn't even realize she was gone. Just the room changed around her. So I'm on board with your summation, with your thing. It's just if we're tying this into the MCU, then it doesn't make sense for what they've told us already. But it could be that a line was crossed. He killed somebody as that person killed him, and in that moment, maybe he doesn't see the afterlife or whatever, and then we go with your shit.
Okay, all right. Again, I'm just throwing shit out there because it. Besides us, who is gonna think of these deep ass fucking stories? Because everything nowadays is all simplistic. They want it to be so simple, and someone stepped on his shoe and he got mad and blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? So
Dude, like I said, I like everything we're putting down. It just if this was independent, let's run with it.
yeah,
But the fact that we know certain things happen, we kind of already have to go with something must have happened in between where he is sitting in the diner with Kingpin and after he bangs Jennifer Walters. Something in there has to have run amok.
yeah.
Because I believe,
I
if
forgot
I'm
all
not
about the fact
mistaken,
that he was in
huh?
She-Hulk. I forgot all about the fact she was in She-Hulk.
Yeah, he was the best part of that fucking show. I believe that this is going to be a time jump because they were just talking about New York City needing somebody new to run at the end of Echo when Kingpin got on the plane.
Yeah,
So this has to be a time jump in which he went through the whole cycle of election, the campaign, then got elected. Who knows how long he's been on the job when we meet up with them. So that could definitely be. I mean, they don't even say how long he was gone. But think of this: it has to be a significant enough amount of time that Muse showed up and was able to go on unchecked, and White Tiger found it necessary for him to step in to that role. So I'm gonna go at least 6 months to a year minimum.
well, yeah, because he had different suits. You notice that, right?
Yeah,
He had the red one, the gray one, the yellow and red,
yeah, the,
and
the black, the all black.
yeah. So this Daredevil is established. And I was just thinking like White Tiger, he's introduced because someone had to be a vigilante when Daredevil's gone.
Yeah,
Someone
somebody
had to,
had to step up. You know,
yeah. Now I know we don't see Spider Man in this, but where's Spider Man in this?
Spider Man's depending on what the timeline is. Spider Man is either dealing with what's happening in Spider Man 4 or Peter Parker is sitting in a coffee shop staring at MJ, going, "Too bad you don't remember what I knew we once were."
Yeah.
And she's looking at him, going, "Why the fuck is this guy always staring at me?" How funny would it be if we pick up Spider Man 4 and Ned and MJ are together?
Not really. I would. That wouldn't be too funny. I can see that happening. Or there's just a new nigga, Osborn,
Yeah.
fucking Harry Osborn and shit. You know so it makes sense because if you're gonna take things from other sources, there could be a Osborn that's the head of a company that's not called Oscorp.
Just yet.
You know what I'm saying? Like he could be in the head of a company that's working on. I don't want to say the super soldier serum because that was he was originally doing, but he could be working on mech suits to replace what Iron Man had or whatever the fuck case may be.
Dude, we can
And
keep him. We can keep him working on the super soldier serum because that's what turns the Century into the Century.
okay, and it'd be a different company, and then he's like, they lost funding or they don't want to do it no more. The government was like, this is too dangerous because there's too many super soldiers out here, and he just goes and starts his own company and does it on himself.
Yeah.
And then his son could be with MJ, and then boom.
Yeah. Because remember, Century is in the Thunderbolts movie, or at least Bob is, which is his name.
Bob?
Yeah, you know that guy that when they're all fighting each other, he shows up in like a hospital gown.
Okay.
You're like, who are you? He's like, I'm Bob. That's the Century.
Hmm. Okay. I mean, that makes sense. But yeah, the coming attraction looked dope. It looked like a serious fucking movie. Serious fucking show.
Yo, the fact that you have your two people who the last time we saw them were fucking each other up, having a conversation, sitting down, talking cordially is amazing. Because that's good writing if you can get the two characters to talk without hitting each other, but still build that conflict so that when they do hit each other, we're like, yeah, this makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, somebody pointed out this in a breakdown. There's scenes where you see Kingpin looks like he's fighting Muse, and in the background you see a white painting with red on it. That is indeed the same painting from season 3 where Daredevil's beating the shit out of Kingpin and his Kingpin's blood splatters on the all white painting in the background.
The painting he bought for Vanessa from Vanessa.
Yeah. They kept it with the blood splatter.
Oh shit. Shit. That's the detail.
Yeah. That's the connective tissue, man.
And it doesn't take a lot for that shit to be for it to be there.
So we've talked about it in the past, but we'll bring it up again. The reason it's taken so long to get to this trailer to this point It's because originally they were gonna do 18 straight episodes. They did 6. They filmed 6 complete episodes, and Kevin Feige saw them. And the rumor is that they were like She-Hulk, just a fucking comedic legal drama with him being Daredevil every once in a while. 6 episodes they filmed in the can. He saw 4 of them, and 4 episodes did not have Daredevil in it. And Kevin Feige said, "Yo, stop building the house. The plans are wrong. There's not supposed to be any angles on this fucking house." And they told everybody to go home, and they reworked the script. And that's when Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio asserted their influence and was like, "Yo, if we're gonna do this, we have to do it this way. We have to pay homage to the Netflix. This has to be the continuation ish, season 4 ish."
Yeah.
And they course corrected.
Hey, let's hope they did that shit for the right reason.
Well, they did it for the right reasons. Let's just hope that they can nail it.
Or they did the right thing, pretty much.
Yeah, because, I mean, you could cut a trailer to be all types of good. Doesn't mean shit when the product comes out.
Yeah.
But now, there's something that people have picked up on. The potentiality for the introduction of adamantium with Captain America 4 that comes out in a few weeks. Right? We also see in this trailer that Poindexter's back. Bullseye. Last time we saw him, they were putting something fucking metal shit into his spine, fixing him. In the comics, that's adamantium. What they put into him. Now, can they now say adamantium once Falcon and the Winter Soldier comes out?
That's a
Or
good
is it
question.
still going to be an unknown metal?
That's a good question. I mean, they should be able to fucking say it now, because don't they already have the X-Men shit?
Well, I guess I technically Deadpool was the first one to say it in Disney. But that's cheating because he got all that from somewhere else.
Yeah.
Because I believe one of the plot points for Captain America Brave New World was the arms race where they're like, shit, we keep running into problems trying to get vibranium. But this hand in the middle of the ocean has formed this new metal that nobody has a claim to, that we can fucking strip mine, that turns out to be adamantium, that's just as strong, just as durable, blah, 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 blah. I don't know how much of that original reporting is true, and if so, how much of that part of the movie has stayed. And I'm also not so sure that they're not just gonna go and sneak in a couple more reshoots
Shit.
tomorrow.
But so wait, it wouldn't be the Celestial that they're mining from, because she changed his matter.
Yeah, she turned him. We call it. She turned him into like that marble shit.
Yeah.
But I think whatever she did would be the catalyst to, hey, this turning him into marble had an unforeseen side effect. It also created this metal.
Okay. And it could be a way for them to make US Agent Shield.
Yeah.
Because now he can have the vibranium an animanium or a full animanium shield, and that's why it's heavier. It's it's not as balanced and shit like that. And it's different.
Yeah.
But one thing I wanted to talk about, this is something that just like it just popped in my head, but I want to talk about reasons why people should go see Captain America. And it's not because they're bringing in new shows, they're doing this, they're doing that. It's just for the simple fact that you can't just assume something's gonna be bad because of an actor playing a role or you coming back? Did I time this shit right? Yeah, I did. Look at that. I timed it right. I knew the minute I was talking, this motherfucker would come interrupt everybody with his loud ass shit. Don't mute his mic. What's going on, show?
My apologies. I could have sworn I turned my camera off.
No, I turned it back on.
You could turn my
Off
shit.
camera. With the mic.
If you turn your camera off and I hide you and unhide you, it turns your camera back on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's I don't know why it does that, but yeah.
No, that's dope.
So yeah. So the reason why you should watch this movie. One, it's a section of the story that we need to fucking know when it comes to Marvel. But two, you can't just fucking straight out Sony this shit or DC this shit, because a lot of the movies that came out were not so bad that we lost faith in Marvel. We're actually excited about shit that's coming out of Marvel. Yeah, they're reshoots and all this other shit, bad publicity, yada yada yada. But that has nothing to do with us, because there could be a thing where people, how many times have they rewritten a book, but they don't say nothing? And people are like, oh, this is the greatest book in the world. Harry Potter probably went through 15, 16 fucking, rewrites before they published the book. You know what I'm saying? And with this guy playing Captain America, just because he's black doesn't mean that, oh, this is going to be a bad movie. Or I don't like the way he acts, so this is going to be a bad movie. Because, one, I haven't seen him act bad in anything yet. With Twisted Metal, he was dope in. As Falcon, he's good in. Falcon and the Winter Soldier, he's good. Now we get to see him as Captain America. Now we get to see a black Captain America of color. We get to see the Red Hulk. We get to see things that people can only imagine. Maybe they're rewriting the script because it wasn't big enough. They're making more shit happening and expanding our horizons. They were like, we went too small with it. You know what I'm saying? They're including the hand. There's a lot of stuff in here that I'm pretty sure we're gonna watch and like, yo, that's gonna be dope. This is probably gonna explain this, and it's gonna be like Ultron. People hated Avengers Age of Ultron, but when you watch it, that shit connected everything together. It even fucking connected the fucking the Eternals movie. You know what I'm saying? That was a pivotal movie in the whole Marvel storyline. So stop with the bullshit of we need to stop watching things because shit gets bad, and just fucking watch. If it's bad, hey, you went through 2 hours of bad movie. It's not the first time you did it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And also, like Cap mentioned the other day, it was like the Star Wars people, we all hated the Acolyte. But what happened? You took it out on the Skeleton Crew. And if you didn't watch the Skeleton Crew, you lost out on a good fucking TV show. And Star Wars just proved that just because you had a bad show doesn't mean that the next one's going to be bad also. So cut all this shit out with oh, I'm not watching this because they did too many this, they did. You wasn't there. You're not in the gym shooting with them. We don't know why any of this shit happened. And if they reshot it because it sucks, then fire the motherfucker that reshot it and made it worse. But that's not on us. We still gotta watch it. If you're a Marvel fan, watch the fucking thing and enjoy the shit. If it's like I said, if it sucks, we all been through the happening. We all seen fucking next with this dude. We all seen bad fucking movies. You watch the Blair Witch Project, you got your money back. You saved up fucking time for this shit. This Marvel, you watch all them. Let's keep this shit going because the stronger Marvel gets, the stronger DC gets, and the stronger DC gets, the stronger Marvel gets. We all live this shit as wrestling fans. When WCW was at its peak, WWE was doing the best shit it did. When WCW fell, WWE took a dive in its production. But the minute they got some competition, when they split it up in Raw versus SmackDown, they started doing better. When AEW first came out, they got a rude awakening. Now they're at the top of their fucking game. So if this shit gets people watching and these motherfuckers start putting out content and they start making out good shit because now they're not beholden to you and your fucking I need Captain America to be white and I need this to be this. Just watch the fucking story and know that this is a whole book and this is a chapter in the book. Then when we get to DC and they do their thing, we're gonna be in for a fucking treat. These are movies. These are supposed to fucking entertain us. These are not fucking life. You're not the director, so shut the fuck up.
Please and thank you.
Cap.
Why are you coming to me? I'm famously on the opposite side of this debate, so I can't. I'm not gonna just say anything that outright contradicts you as you just went on your thing.
No, but I mean, yo, this is an open forum. I'm just saying what I'm saying to other people, and you can expand on it or we can
Or
change
disagree.
something. Yeah, whatever you want to do.
Look, I'll say this. I'm excited for Thunderbolts. I'm excited for Daredevil. So those are two things that I'm gonna watch regardless, because I have personal excitement for them. Right now, if Captain America: Brave New World turns out to be bad, I'm going to take that as my excuse to do what I do with the Sony films, or to do what I do with the DC films. And now, not all of them are must see. If I get a vibe that it doesn't look good, I'm not gonna fucking waste my time. If it does look good, like, perfect example, the DC shit. I didn't see most of it in the theater. I didn't see any of the Shazams. I didn't see any of the Aquaman. I didn't see the Flash. But I'm hyped for Superman. I'll go fucking see Superman. That trailer looked pretty good. Shit, I only seen a couple episodes of Creature Commandos. Like, I'm now... If it interests me and I think it's good, I will go watch it. But again, if Captain America is bad, like objectively just bad, then I am no longer in the camp of, oh, it says Marvel, I must go. Because you can't keep rewarding bad behavior. And I'm gonna walk away from the camp of one of it's bad, all of it's bad. I'm gonna walk away from that camp. I'm gonna be in the camp of, if somebody does good, we praise. If they do bad, we shame. Because something's gotta happen. They gotta learn at some point. Because in the beginning, the misses were not so bad that it derailed everything else. And now it seems that the wins are not so big that it can keep things from derailing. Something has shifted, and we have to do something to make them wake up to shift it back. That's where I'll say.
No, I hear you. I'm more appealing to the people that go, I don't like the Marvels because of the girl who's playing the Marvel, Miss Captain Marvel. I don't like uh Miss Marvel because it was a young teens and she's Muslim. I don't like. I'm not watching this because Captain America is black. I'm not watching this because we got a black girl's the new Iron Man and where's Tony Stark. You know what I'm saying? Like I am sitting here going, change was always gonna come. And like I said earlier, you can have the hottest shit in the world, and if you don't adapt and change throughout the times, you're gonna lose it. And this is coming from the TV show we about to talk about is Queen of Villains show. I advise you to watch this on Netflix. It's a Japanese woman wrestling organization. But it's like a TV show. It's based off of them. They have the same matches, same names, all that, and it's
Yeah, it's
dope.
based off of real people, which
And
we didn't find out
yeah,
until today.
and when we watch the real matches, like you hear the crowd go crazy. Like they're selling out the dome and shit. But they're not around anymore because you probably didn't change what you was about, and people lost interest. And now they're changing shit, and people are just like, "Oh, I don't like the change." You don't know the change. You got to go through bad shit because the dynamics change. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you think about it, the DC universe had flop after flop because they had the strongest characters and horrible fucking movies. The Sony universe, horrible fucking movies. These movies that we're saying are bad for Marvel have a little bit here and there. Like, like Cap has legitimate beefs with the Marvels, but there's some good shit in it. It's just the fact that Secret Wars came out, or was Secret Invasion?
Invasion.
Secret Invasion came out and it had nothing to do with the movie, and it kind of contradicted everything. And then, fucking the singing shit. But that's something that's, that's personal preference, right? The other the Spider-Man Far From Home, that's personal preference for Cap, why he don't like it. But I don't like Multiverse of Madness because there wasn't enough multiverse in it. There wasn't enough madness, and it kind of like. But the thing is, if you watch the movie, it's not a bad movie. It's just the expectations going into this shit are so high because we know what they're about. We know what the Marvel has done, and we're expecting them to give us grandioso, and we're just getting so. But when you watch it, like the Avengers: Age of Ultron, when there's no more, like you're not expecting that from, and you watch it for the second time because it's on TV, like, yo, this is actually pretty fucking good. And like, wait a minute, that connected that connected this connected that. What he said was right. It's like, oh shit. So now I bet you any money that when we watch this and we watch that and the next thing, what happened in the Marvels, like, wait a minute, they said this happened, and that associates with this. It's like, oh, they were telling us something that preempted this. There are some chapters in the book that's boring, but you need to hear them because they give you information what's happening. They're foreshadowing what's happening early, later. But I understand when you're coming from with the whole fucking, if this sucks, you're just gonna watch what you want to, which, to be honest with you, with the way the prices are nowadays, I get it. But there aren't any other movies for us to go, because I'm a movie watcher. Cap isn't a movie watcher. He'll watch movies he wants to watch. Like, I can go there and be like, yo, this, like, if there was movies coming out every week, I would want to be at the movie theater every week to watch a movie. But there aren't movies coming out that are like, oh, I gotta see this, I gotta see that. There's always a blockbuster that comes, like 2 or 3 blockbuster movies that come out a year, and they're so spaced out from each other that I could afford the $14 ticket in July and the $14 ticket in November. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm spending $14 plus $37 for popcorn and soda. That's, let's say, $50 a week on just a movie. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like, oh, that's not really that much of a problem. but the reason why I didn't see the Flash because of all the bullshit that happened with Edgar Miller, but also you can tell that that movie was gonna be stupid. The Batman versus Superman, they royally fucked that shit over. The fucking, I think the Man of Steel, hindsight 2020, that was the best movie that they made in that universe. But the Justice League was fucked up. They they overdid shit. Like the Sony movies. Once I realized there is no purpose for these movies, I didn't want to like. I was like, all right, there's no reason to watch it, but let me watch it. And then I heard Symbiote, and they changed everything. I was like, nope, nope. We already got we already have a MCU. We already have a Marvel stand base. Like we have right here is the standard, and you're below the standard of what we got. I'm not dropping. I'm not dropping it. I don't care if this is Venom and Carnage. Let them do it. All you did was show me that Venom and Carnage can be on TV without anybody having a problem. So Marvel, you can do Venom and Carnage now. Let them do it, especially when Marvel did Spider-Man way better than Sony did.
Yo, see, this is the funny thing. You saw Venom and Carnage and went, okay, I can see them depicted on TV. Now let Marvel do it. I saw, and I didn't even see the full movie. I've seen enough clips though, but I saw Venom and Carnage, and went, oh, that's right. These characters are ridiculous if not handled correctly, and they're kind of fucking dumb. And that's a shame. Joe, you just saw me struggle to pick from the Sorcerer Supreme or the Ghost Rider in that little, hey, pick your power set game we did. Why? Is because I'm a massive Ghost Rider fan. I'm actively working on a D&D character that is essentially a Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
And I can tell you right now, although I believe the second one is technically better than the first one, both fucking Ghost Rider movies have made it that no, the Ghost Rider is a stupid fucking character.
But then Agents of Shield, Ghost Rider redeemed himself.
Yes, he has been redeemed, and what do you call it? He has been redeemed, and I'm glad that he's back with Marvel proper. But the reason I'm bringing this up is the more we have bad superhero movies or mid superhero movies, the more we lend credence to everybody who's like, yo, these things are ruining movies, ruining Hollywood. Quentin Tarantino going, oh, Chris Evans is not a superstar. Captain America is the star. People are only going to go see because Captain America is in it, not Chris Evans. It only lends them credence because you look at it and go, yeah, no, that does look pretty fucking stupid. That's why it's all the more important when you have people who are involved, which I don't understand why the mandate. It's the same for Star Wars, and it was this way for a little bit with Marvel. What the fuck is the mandate of you bringing on people that don't love the fucking material? I don't give a shit that you brought in a good writer if that writer doesn't know what the fuck he's writing about. Or she.
Yeah.
Like the old Vince McMahon WWE shit. I don't care that you hired a comedy writer. You need a fucking wrestling writer. You need somebody that knows the fucking business, that loves the business, to write your fucking shit.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you right now, can I write a manual for fixing a car? Yeah. I can physically sit down and type out the words to fix a car. Do I have the knowledge and passion to fucking fix cars? No. Is what I'm gonna write gonna be worse or better than what the fuck Vin would write? Fixing the same part? It's not gonna be better. I don't have the passion, I don't have the knowledge. I'm just writing generic, simple fucking step 1 for your car. Figure out if it has gas. How to make gas to move. Step 2, turn on ignition to start car. Like,
Press power.
Nice.
Press power.
All right, so no, let's get to the special part that show showed up for.
Let's do it.
So, show on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
It's the show Queen of Villains
Nice.
takes place in the 1980s. It's about a young woman who grew up as a wrestling fan, and this wrestling organization, all women, is run by these guys, and they don't script their fights. So you actually have to win the match on your own to win. And they had this tag team that everyone loved, but one of the girls got a boyfriend or something like that, and they split up and they had a match. Loser leaves town, and it wasn't scripted. It was just like a fight to the end. The loser really lost, and they left the company. And when that happened, it left a hole in their company. So now this girl tried out, a bunch of other girls tried out, and they became wrestlers after a while of failing the test, but they became wrestlers. And to create new stars, they did some things, and the guy was like, I'm gonna change your name, pick who you want to wrestle. And the girl goes, I want to do my karate shit, and I want to wrestle like this. And the girl goes, I want to wrestle like that also. And they went off of the traditional way of wrestling and had a brawl in the middle of the ring. And with that, it changed the scope of that wrestling organization. It created almost hardstyle.
yeah.
And that created other people changing what they do and how they do it. And the villains, how they were, being bad and all this other stuff. And it's 5 episodes. We're on episode 4. Like, we finished episode 4. We're about to start episode 5. But
Dude, it's 5 episodes that feels like a complete 12 to 18 episode season.
yeah,
Like, so much shit happens in that hour that yesterday when we finished episode 3, it finished, and I was like, it came up, you have 2 more episodes left. I was like, that was only episode 3?
yeah.
I was like, holy shit, I feel like we've been watching this for like the last month.
No, yeah.
Because they just pack so much shit into it.
And not even like in a way where it's like, damn, this shit is this shit is slow. It's like the story keeps going, and it's almost like you're watching a series without the credits, without the commercials. It's like one episode ends and it starts. It's like the way you wish Hulu and Netflix did it.
With binge, yeah.
Yeah, when you binge watch, take out the credits and the ending and just go into the next episode. There is no last week. You know what I'm saying? And that's just one episode. But it's dope though. Like, if you want to get the passion for wrestling, because this show, it actually keeps the passion for wrestling and why it's so respected by people and the aura around it. And it actually explains why people are stars and why people aren't.
Yo, there's at least 2 to 3 gems in terms of lines that people say about the business that I was like, yo, I feel like I am now closer in my appreciation to wrestling.
Yeah. Like
My
there was.
good.
Yeah,
I was just say my only issue with this is before I knew that this was about real people, it kind of had the same effect as the Penguin, where you're rooting for a character, and then there's such a drastic shift that you're like, what the fuck are we? What the fuck's going on now?
Mm.
But again, I didn't know that this was based on real people. I'm literally in the hospital in the rehab with my dad, and I just looked up Japanese Joshi wrestling is what they call it. It's what the women are, Joshi wrestlers. And I so happened to see a name that was one of the names in the show, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And I showed Toe, and then we looked it up, and these are all real people.
yeah, and it's actually kind of dope because they're using the name, and they look alike. Like the people that they got to play them, like
Some
the
of
way
them.
the way they wrestle. I mean, and the way they the gear and shit, they look like the main characters, the main girls that are supposed to be the stars and all that shit. You can tell. Like, all right, they helped them out a little bit, but the ones that like the gear and the way they look in the ring outside of their faces. No, yeah, it was one of those like, okay,
Dude, and it
that
was something to watch the real matches and like, oh shit, she did that. They did that move in the show. It's like, oh, so she actually did that, and they actually put it in the show as one of the shit she does. Like that was kind of
yeah.
cool.
I haven't watched it. I gotta go check it out.
No, but
Did
yeah,
it come out already?
yeah.
Yeah,
I gotta
All
go.
5 episodes already.
and I don't
The
know how you are with subtitles, but you could. It's in English.
Oh, I was gonna say if it's in Japanese, forget it.
no, it's in English.
All right, cool.
But
Like I don't
yeah,
feel like reading.
no, but yeah, that show is good. And if you sit down and actually watch it and pay attention to what's happening, bro, you're gonna understand why I say half the shit I say about most of these wrestlers that everyone loves, and I'm like, well, bro, they're not doing nothing, and why the opposite, where people are like, yo, he can't wrestle, why is he a star? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like they that's some of the gems that they turn on. You know, so like we had this conversation in the wrestling podcast. How many 5-star matches can you watch on mute? And everybody was saying no, but Cap actually watches them on mute.
Yo, hold on. Let me see if I can pull this up. I legit. Yep. Come on, asshole. I legit was watching Tiger Mask in a 5-star match on Monday, or not Monday. What was it? Friday.
Yeah,
On Friday, on mute because I'm in the office, in between calls and patients, just watching it, and I have the whole how many 5-star matches can you watch? I have no context of what the fuck the match is about, what the rivalry is about, which match in this rivalry, if there is a rivalry, this is. I don't know what the fuck they're saying. Even if I wasn't on mute, I'm just watching the pure wrestling, and it was fucking great. I saw like fucking 4 matches, just like that. I watched one of the what do you call it, the Joshi matches, sitting in my dad's rehab room just today. But it's funny. You would think if I could do that, I would be watching AEW. Because AEW just seems to be a collection of random matches
Hmm?
all together.
yeah. It's dope, and everyone who's watching this, I would suggest you go watch it. Also, it's not just a wrestling show. It it shows you about life and and all that other stuff. And basically taking advantage of the fact that if you really have a dream and you're chasing it and you get the opportunity, don't let fear fucking hold you back from shit, and don't be afraid to to do it your way. Because that's pretty much what it was. Like, these girls had to step out of that tradition of the way they wanted it to be done and do it their way, and it paid off for them, and they changed the way wrestling was, at least back in the day. So sometimes doing it everybody else's way isn't gonna cut it. You gotta do it your way, and don't be afraid of it. Better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Yeah. The only thing that sucks is kind of like what they mentioned. Jose Quesada mentioned this at a panel in Comic-Con a few years back with the comic book industry. The reason why it's hard to get in is because once somebody finds a way in, the way they got in is closed off, and you got to find a new way. And it's kind of like that with this show, as you see the wrestling business. Once somebody finds their way in, that avenue gets closed off. You have to now find your own way in.
Yeah. But that's part of life. Joe, you got anything you want to add about the trailer or about the comics about Siskel and Ebert?
I do actually. I wanted to say, I know you guys wanted more Bruce Wayne. I'm talking about Batman at the beginning. But do you guys feel this guy is as smooth as, let's say, my favorite Bruce Wayne was Christian Bale. So I don't know if you guys think this guy is that smooth to be out of the suit, just walking around talking, being a millionaire.
To be honest with you, I think if Christian Bale was in this version of the Batman, it would have been a better Batman.
Fire.
I don't know. Because I think the thing with Batman is his rogue gallery and him always match. So like Michael Keaton's that shit with Michael Keaton in his two movies, where you see him as Bruce Wayne, like, you want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. That matched Jack Nicholson's Joker, right? Adam West, his campiness and his shit matched Cesar Morero and all the other guys, Titus Burgess, as their characters. Christian Bale, his level of performance matched up with Heath as the Joker and Bane and Scarecrow. And I think that this Robert Pattinson was perfect for the characters that they had in that movie. Because I can believe that Robert Pattinson in year one would have a little bit of trouble figuring out the Riddler, getting a handle on him, and all this shit. There's no way in the world you could tell me that Christian Bale's Batman, would have trouble with that motherfucker. That'd have been the quickest fucking villain entrance and exit in movie history. He'd have been breathing in that fucking mask, and then Christian Bale would have came through the window, swear to me, and fucking elbowed him. It would have had to have been Falcone, the Penguin, Catwoman, and Riddler teaming up to stop Batman, to stop Christian Bale from beating the shit out of everybody in Gotham.
You failed Gotham City.
It's like their own Avengers. We gotta stop them.
Think about it. Christian Bale showed up and smacked the fucking Joker's head into the table. Didn't say shit. Just showed up. Bang!
I don't like you.
Yo, You think he's gonna have trouble with fucking a reject from an SNS or an S&M fucking dungeon?
Here's the thing though. Every enemy that Christian Bale went up against in those Batman movies were out of the blue. They're new to Batman. Where in this, the Batman, he knows about Falcone. He knows about the Penguin. Like the Riddler's kind of new, but he knows that there's people around here that do crazy shit. So, like, this is Gotham. This is what happens. This is why I signed up to be Batman. Where Christian Bale is almost like, I didn't sign up to be Batman for some crazy motherfucker to blow up 2 buildings and half of Gotham. I didn't sign up for fucking Bane to come with all the goddamn people and destroy the fucking stadium in the middle of the game. This is for you, Gotham. I didn't sign up for that shit. I signed up for fucking purse snatchers. That's why I'm not wearing hockey pads. You know what I'm saying? I think if he would have known what he was signing up for, that motherfucker would have been good in this one.
Yeah. I'm good.
Again, yo, you can't put Christian Bale in the Batman because the Riddler is. I could kick the shit out of this Riddler. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. And you can't put Christian Bale and Todd Phillips and Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker because, again, I could kick the shit out of this Joker. There's nothing menacing about this fucking Joker. Heath Ledger's Joker? I'm not so sure. Jared Leto's Joker? I'm not so sure. But 110 pounds soaking wet Joaquin Phoenix dancing down the stairs? I'd have snapped every bone in that motherfucker's body without even trying.
Yeah.
Which one is Why So Serious?
That's Heath Ledger.
Oh man, that guy there.
But I think Harley Quinn fits in both Batman. Robert Pattinson and Christian Bale.
Which Harley Quinn? Margot Robbie or Lady Gaga?
I was gonna say the same thing.
I said Harley Quinn. I didn't say singing bitch with paint. Shit, there's only one Harley Quinn.
One for Riot Squad.
And there's multiple jokes. But as of right now, there's only 2 Jokers. Heath Ledger and Jack Nicholson.
So we're not counting the animated one.
No.
I would say 3. Cesar Morero did a fucking awesome job as the Joker.
Well, I was talking about the movies.
They technically did a movie, but
yeah, then 3, Cesar Romero.
I like the Joker from, is it Riot Squad? What's the squad?
That's Jared, the Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad. That he's too small and too kiddish. I know what Batman would have chewed him up, but I like that version.
That's not the Joker though.
I agree.
See, the thing is, he was a psychopath that had money and was a mobster. The Joker is not a psychopath. The Joker is the most sane person you can think of, but is just unhinged. A psychopath isn't going to go, oh, Flash, I didn't expect you to catch me so fast. You got 5 minutes to go find a nuclear bomb that I placed somewhere in Star City. That's not a psychopath. He planned this shit out. There's no off a whim. His whole thing is to get Batman to kill him, so he can prove that he was right. Jared Leto's shit is, I'm crazy. I got 52 knives that I just so happen to put strategically all around me and lay down on it, cry about Harley Quinn. You think he gave a fuck about Harley Quinn? He used to beat Harley Quinn and kick Harley Quinn out until he needed his clothes washed. And then he's like, baby, please. No one's feeding the hyenas. And Harley Quinn was dumb enough to come back to him. That was the Joker. Not somebody that's gonna break somebody's leg because they said Harley Quinn looked good. I don't even think the Joker would have been in the nightclub. The Joker wouldn't have chilled in that nightclub. And if he was chilling in that nightclub, you know what would have happened in that nightclub show? That fucking toxic gas would have came out the vents and killed everybody in that fucking nightclub.
Yeah.
Just cause.
You know what I could see? I could foresee the true Joker in that scene turning around going, "Oh, you're looking at her? You don't want her. She's not even that good. You know what you need? You need this." And then spray him with the laughing gas out of his lapel.
Mm.
And leave him sitting there laughing and shitting on himself like a fucking moron.
Kind of like how in Doctor Strange where he made the King of Thieves Autolycus just fucking smack himself for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like some shit like that. Where he's making this motherfucker doing crazy shit for like a week or something. That's the Joker. Like the Joker literally went on TV shows and like, oh no, I'm rehabilitated. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Yes, I just want to show you that I'm just a nice guy. Look, and then he just starts laughing like, what happened? You actually bought that shit? And then everybody in the fucking crowd's dead.
You fool!
Yeah, that's the Joker.
Yeah.
Like that
There's
was
only
the
one
most
person.
Joker shit that Joaquin Phoenix did was shoot De Niro in the face.
There's only one person on this entire world that the Joker truly loves. And his name is Batman.
Yep. You don't give a shit about Bruce Wayne. You don't give a shit about Robin or anybody but Batman.
Fuck Alfred. Batman.
Yep. Shit. You know what you need to watch? Show Injustice. It's a cartoon. It's a cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
It's on HBO Max. And
Injustice.
you'll see what the Joker's about.
It shows you the true version of him.
No.
In that cartoon?
No. It shows you what happens when you kill Lois Lane. But there's a part in it that shows why the Joker is the way he is, or who the Joker really is. You want me to just tell you?
No, I want to see this.
All right. Injustice.
Injustice.
If you don't watch it by next week, I'm fucking telling you.
I'll come with a review next week.
All right. That's show's homework, and for everybody else's homework that's watching this shit, leave a comment down below. We'll respond back to you guys. You guys haven't been leaving comments, but you have been watching, so we appreciate that shit. And also, next week we'll be back with another show. And tomorrow we got the sports. Thursday is our 200th episode of Wrestling with Knuckleheads. We're going to do something special for that one. Friday we'll be back with the Toe in the Show. And yeah. Is that live? Is that simple? Happy Martin Luther King Day for everybody yesterday. And it's your friendly neighborhood Knuckleheads signing out. Peace, everybody. Say hello to your mother for me. All right, we should be.
Bro.